Merriam-Webster Dictionary defines obesity as a condition characterized by the excessive accumulation and storage of fat in the body. This health issue is continuously affecting children and adults all over the United States. Obesity rates in the United States are among the highest in the world. According to the American Heart Association, nearly 70% of American adults are either overweight or obese. The same study showed that 13 million of U.S. children ages 2 to 19 are obese. Obesity has been known as a contributing factor of approximately 100,000 to 400,000 deaths in the United States per year. This is a serious disease that needs serious action in order to save lives. Today, I'd like to share with you all some important information on the early effects of obesity, the difficulty of finding a cure, and the effects it has on a person's everyday life. Moving along, childhood obesity is very harmful to a person's life. Kristen Nadeau, investigator at the CU Cancer Center and associate professor of pediatric endocrinology, stated, "First, the earlier you are exposed to obesity, the earlier we may see the onset of complications including type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, metabolic syndrome, and cancer. Early exposure can make people more prone to complications than might exposure once one's body is past the maturing stage. Some studies show that childhood obesity changes the way the whole metabolism is working. Sadly, there are only a small amount of solutions to this problem, which brings me to my next point. The ability to make conclusions regarding obesity is complicated due to the lack of data. Kristen Nadeau states, "It doesn't just go away, it's hard to correct once it's established." Researchers suggest having an early intervention to prevent the onset of obesity in one's childhood. The intervention would prevent downstream problems as the expense of treating this disease is extremely expensive. It is suggested that in order to decrease obesity costs, we need to ensure that policies support healthy choices and the need to focus and invest in the prevention of it. Efforts toward obesity prevention has shown a decline in childhood obesity. Here are some recommended strategies to prevent obesity in the United States. Promote healthy eating habits and healthy food. Access to opportunities for daily physical activity. Restaurants to post calorie information. Food and beverage companies to market healthy products. Investing more in disease prevention, which would save money in the disease treatment. Let's move on to my final point regarding the effects of everyday life of a person struggling with obesity. Obesity is not only harmful to your health, it is also harmful to your confidence, self-esteem, energy, and overall outlook on life. A research study conducted by Rebecca Poole shows that obese employees in a working environment are viewed as less competent, lazy, and lacking in self-discipline by their coworkers and employers. In the same study, Poole came to the conclusion that in school, obese students face numerous obstacles such as harassment and rejection from peers, biased attitudes from teachers, lower college acceptances, and wrongful dismissals from colleges. In continuance, physicians, nurses, dietitians, psychologists, and medical students have reported negative attitudes from overweight patients. It was also reported that obese people are more than likely to delay important preventative health care and cancel appointments. Obesity harms the body both physically and mentally. There has been great progress made to help prevent the disease, but there is still a lot to be done. In conclusion, obesity is a prevalent, harmful disease that many suffer from and a disease that is very expensive to treat. Today, we have explored the early effects of obesity, the difficulty of finding a cure for this disease, and the effects obesity has on a person's everyday life. Americans that are struggling with obesity today don't need to be judged or reminded about their weight. What they need is to be showered with positive messages and encouragement so that they can feel better about themselves and become motivated. Attitude plays a big part in change. Research studies show that even though there might not be proven cure for obesity, support and love could go a long way. Let's show everybody around.